Hello and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world. And the world to New Zealand. This is just disturbing. Madame Tussauds has the Wax Museum. They've unveiled their I'm not missing Obama's last press conference. I've got it on two different TVs. If you're watching this on the 360-degree feed on Facebook, which you aren't right at the moment, but you will be later on, even though if you are watching it, it will be now. Time on the internet is so confusing. You can look that way and you'll see it's on two TVs. I'm not missing anything. Anyway, back to Trump. They've unveiled at Madame Tussauds the wax likeness of him, which has included both yak and squirrel hair to do this stuff. I don't have a lot of understanding of this stuff. They wouldn't need all the animal stuff for this, I don't think. What's a shiny animal that they would need to do me? I don't know. But, yeah, so I had no idea. I've often wondered what Trump's hair is made out of to make it look like that. I thought we perhaps had a something about Mary sort of situation there. You'll need to watch the movie to get the reference. I'm not going to explain it because it's quite explicit. But, yeah, how many more yaks and squirrels have to die to keep Trump looking like that? That's all I'm asking. And yet he's going to be the president as of Saturday morning New Zealand time. I'm worried about this wind situation in Wellington. One of my children is in Wellington at the moment, learning how to play jazz saxophone. Sounds weird now that I say it out loud, but that's what she's doing. Anyway, she's very small, and both her grandmothers contacted us very worried when the forecast of the impending weather bomb came out yesterday, saying they were worried she was going to blow away, giving her strict instructions to hold something heavy at all time or someone. Trouble is, if that can happen to traffic lights in Wellington, what are you supposed to hold? I've often actually thought that you see traffic lights, especially the ones that go like that, when it gets windy, even just a little bit windy, they do that. Are they actually built to do that? That's this. Worry about flying traffic lights. There'll be trampolines going around in place. You know how it is. I mean, already a tree has been blown onto State Highway 2, so yeah, it's chaos. I've got some slightly dodgy, slightly dangerous questions about this this march that's happening on Saturday, the Global Women's March. Around 1 million people so far have committed to take part in 616 marches across 58 countries. This will also be happening in Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch and Dunedin, assuming any of those places are still there after the weather bomb, of course. This is a response to an increase in populist politics across the globe. So with these marches, we're going to defend democracy by supporting religious freedom and rights for women, immigrants and the environment. So is it just women who are allowed to march? Can men march too? If men do march, what kind of shoes are we supposed to wear? Something with a low heel? Is that sexist, that last joke? If it is, I'm sorry, please don't march to my house. I'm confused about the cookies in the newsroom this morning. Somebody was given a jar of cookie ingredients at Christmas to make Christmas cookies, but they've only just made them now. The cookies were delicious, but I don't know what to call them because it's mid to late January. It's not Christmas anymore. I still ate them. Delicious. And finally, the Bushes have been rushed to hospital. This is Bush Senior. He wasn't called Bush Senior initially. It's only once you have a Bush Junior that you're a Bush Senior. HW. They had to clear his airway, do an emergency procedure to clear his airway. Have we got another presidential pretzel situation? As Bush Jr., he almost choked to death on a pretzel. There was a famous press conference where he said, "Remember what your mother always told you: chew before you swallow." He also said, "Don't misunderestimate though, as well, which isn't a word, so you can't take too much of that seriously. Anyway, basically, I think the Bushes have faked illnesses to go to hospital so they don't have to go to the inauguration. A lot of people are finding excuses not to go. That's what I think's going on there. I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me. Up your Periscope. Now you can get back to watching Obama on those TVs, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow.